Welcome back. This week we talk about another jet falling off the Truman, the new pope. A Nebraska man is charged for attacking a child with a lightsaber. A Wisconsin woman who disappeared in 1962 is found alive and well. An American man impaled while climbing a fence at the Coliseum. A tourist at the zoo in the Philippines is attacked by a crocodile that he thought was fake. A funeral home director disposes of bodies of pets and pocketing the cremation fees. A Librarian of Congress is fired, and in this week's Am I the Asshole is a gray cake inappropriate for a gender reveal party. We'd like to thank Mark Stadler, Kylie Gangwish, Colby Jordan, Chantel Stadler, Kevin Garahan, Andres Vias the God, Colton Zamersla, and Pantera Girl. And away we go.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, freak show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back, kids and coaches, to another episode of West of Knowhere. I am Levi.
And I'm Shane.
Yep, and we got a new pope, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, couldn't have come at a better time. Yeah, and he's from fucking Chicago.
Yeah.
I don't know a Chicago accent. It was gonna morph into New York if I kept going, and so I just gave up.
Well, so I think this is the perfect time that we all just stop what you're doing, whatever you're listening to the show, and you just, for a second, you just go, USA, USA.
Yeah.
You know what
First
I mean?
American pope, baby. And hilarious in the fact that before the pope was announced, a lot of the, like, one of our favorite wackadoodles, Marjorie Taylor Greene, said that that Pope Francis dying was a reckoning of God and evil left the world, and was thinking that, you know, the new pope gonna be great. And then it was like, oh, it's an American pope. Oh shit. And then you find out that this guy only tweeted like a handful of times in the last year, and every time was to talk shit about Trump and JD Vance. Fucking JD Vance murdered the last pope. This one's about to take him out, dude. We got Pope-ageddon. We're trademarking that. If anybody tries to make a Pope-ageddon movie.
Who was the other pope who was the other guy, other cardinal that was up for it? His name was like something Pizza Belly or some shit.
Dude, I don't watch the NFL draft. You think I'm gonna fucking watch the Pope draft? No, not a chance. Pizza Belly, that's crazy.
I think he was Italian, obviously.
I would fucking hope so. Imagine if he's like Chinese. How would you even get that name? I don't know.
Are there Chinese Catholics?
For sure.
I kind of just assumed it was a. Never mind.
Yeah, the Catholic religion is one of those that has spread throughout the world in a very calm and nonviolent manner. And so, yeah, you got Catholics of all shapes and sizes.
Look, in true Sith fashion, if you're not with me, you're against me. I mean, sorry.
Only Siths deal in absolutes.
Dude.
Only them.
When did it become cool to recite the scene between Anakin and Obi-Wan? Because
you were the chosen one.
My TikTok is just full of these like semi-attractive to attractive women just quoting this one scene. And I was like, when did this become cool? Because as long as I've been alive,
here's the problem.
Prequels.
is you're old as fuck.
Shut the fuck up.
And these people are younger and watch them as children, like little children.
Right.
So they grew up with a better fondness of these movies, akin to how you, like, the original ones saw them when you were little.
I think the originals suck compared to the prequels.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Anyway, before we get into Star Wars fucking I got comments to read. Number 1, Pantera Girl says, "Happy birthday, Shane." Which is surprising because he hates women, so that's a little surprising. Just kidding, mostly. Kylie has quite a few different comments. She also said, "Happy birthday, Shane," and used like 6 A's. So
that's because I saw on Snap that Kylie's birthday was happening and I was in the future, so I was technically probably the first person to wish her happy birthday before it was actually her birthday in the States. So
yeah, because you're from the future. Yeah, look, you go. She also wanted to address the Shadur Sanders situation. Had a burp there. She said Sanders has the absolute worst attitude and ego, and that's why he slipped in the draft. He's horrible, and now he's pulling PR stunts Cleveland to make it better. And then maybe the Browns will convert him to running back or wide receiver. No. That day and age is over. You're not going to draft a quarterback and move him to a different position unless he's already played that position quite a bit. So he'll probably stay on a roster, and I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. So what else? She said, "Open ocean waves are terrifying. I would have cried the whole time. Never catch me on a cruise." Yeah. Fucking ocean is a dangerous place. Who would have thought? Let's see. Glitter Lizard says, "Damn, you took those shots and you didn't even shiver or do a little dance or shake your head and say, bleh." Yeah, no, he only does that when he has an apple juice that's a little too strong.
Yeah.
Hurts his tum-tum. Boudica is talking about the gorilla argument thing that we were talking about, and she says, "It depends on how coordinated the men are. The gorilla could tear through the majority and scare the rest off quickly, or an efficient team could disable him with relatively low casualty rate." This is what I'm talking about. When we have these imaginary situations, for some reason, people always give one animal the benefit, or one side, the benefit of the doubt on something. In this scenario, Boudica's saying the gorilla is going to fucking just start throwing people around, kicking ass, taking names, and then the humans are gonna have to struggle to coordinate. Like, if in this hypothetical the gorilla is gonna be kicking ass, then we have to have 100 men who are also going to fight right away.
Yeah.
It's never an accurate thought process. It's always like, well, the fucking gorilla's just gonna make a hatchet out of a bamboo shaft and
look, the gorilla
spear the rhino or
in
something.
this situation, the gorilla has rabies. So he wants to fight. Okay.
Yeah. The gorilla is just on a massive amount of PCP, and the humans are all collected from the school cafeteria of a performing arts school.
Dude.
And
there's another one of our fucking drug universe animals out there, dude. PCP gorilla.
I like it. Annabelle Wanders says, "I don't think she's an asshole for asking, but she's definitely an ass for pitching a fit instead of accepting his answer with grace. Either way, he is not the asshole." Agreed. I think that was the general consensus. Pantera Girl says, keep up, Levi. I think she meant to say keep it up, Levi. He may end up the Florida man of Wisconsin. Bunch of podcast wives all over the country. And you know what? This is what I have to say about that. Listen, I get it. I am kind of enthralling. I have all of the boxes ticked, got the beard, the red beard. tattoos,
You're talented.
dad bod,
You're attractive.
talented. I'm hilarious.
Yep, that too.
And
You are funny.
also incredibly humble. So what's not to love? Yeah. So I guess just watch out, you know. And then she also said, Shane was my first thought when I saw the story about the F-18 falling off. That's pretty crazy to lose a whole ass airplane. Well, good news.
Yeah.
Another one fell into the water. This is actually the third one for this deployment, and the second in a week. So this one, a little more reasonable. Still not good, but it was on a landing. They failed to capture the arresting hook, and in doing so, also apparently failed to go full afterburner when they fucking missed it, and then just went into the water. So, fun fact. What?
The story that I was getting was that it was an arresting gear failure. So they caught
really?
it and then it failed. Yeah. Then the fucking wire failed.
The one I NBC News, it just says in which the aircraft failed to catch the wire.
Oh shit. Okay.
Known as a failed arrestment. Yeah. The tail hook failed to hook the wire that slows the aircraft down, which continued to accelerate towards the bow, went into the water.
Damn.
Yeah, which, you know, for those of you that don't know, when the plane is trying to land on the aircraft carrier, you got this big ass tail hook that catches this huge ass wire, and as soon as they hit the deck, they are supposed to fucking throttle all the way up because of this, because if they fucking miss it, they're gonna fly off the edge, and you want to be going, or you want the motor to be pushing you as fast as possible, because otherwise you fall in the water. Also, it was a night flight, so that's not great.
Damn.
It's obviously way harder to land at night. That already very, very hard to land on an aircraft carrier. And then you just like multiply that when it's at night. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's 180, 190, or no, 100 and some $million down the drain.
Easily, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah. So what else we got? Oh yeah, let's talk about the Pope some more. Pope Leo is Francis Prevost. Yeah, he. I found an article that said that he he did watch the new movie Conclave to prepare for the papal election, which is pretty funny. I haven't watched it yet. I've been meaning to. It's on my list, but
Yeah.
it's got Ray Fiennes, and he's fucking awesome in literally every single thing he's ever in. So, yeah, new Pope. He's from fucking Southside Chicago. Duh, Bears. Okay, which direction? Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, you know how we normally have Florida man stories?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, guess what? We got a Nebraska man story, which is pretty awesome. The story itself, not great because it's about child abuse, but that remains to be seen. This Nebraska man is facing 2 felonies for allegedly attacking a 7-year-old neighbor with a lightsaber. And I got a picture of that there. And a man from Auburn. Oh, I have to ask Jeremy if he maybe knows him. Admitted to striking his neighbor and her child with a lightsaber. He had became upset. Yeah, and I guess this is what the article said. While stated that he had become upset with the victims because their rent was going to be raised due to them keeping the thermostat set to high,
Jesus.
sounds like he might just be crazy. And the affidavit says that the victims and witnesses all said this guy has a propensity for violent outbursts. You don't say. And guess what? He previously chased a neighbor down with an axe once. So,
Which I feel like is way worse than a lightsaber.
yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we're on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. What else? Oh, I found this story while scrolling through Reddit, and it's kind of hilarious to me. This lady, a woman from Wisconsin, went missing in 1962. And guess what?
They found her dead.
She's just hanging out. She's alive and well. Yeah, she was 20 when she left and has been living out of the state. She left by her own will and was not abducted or anything, which, you know, if you would have told me back then a 20-year-old woman went missing in 1962, I probably would have been like, yeah, she probably just left, dude. But apparently this was confusing to many people. But that, you know, that was the good old days when you could just disappear.
Yeah.
You fucking move to the next state. Nobody knew who the fuck you were.
Well, yeah. I mean, without social media, you could probably just go wherever. Like, obviously, if they really wanted to find her, they probably could have found her. Like, if the authorities had gotten involved.
Yeah.
But nowadays with social media, it's just like, once you just take off somewhere, the second you go, oh, I'm here in fucking Nebraska. Well, then, well, there she is. She's in Nebraska.
Yeah.
She's not fucking.
Found her. Yeah. Or you get those fucking internet sleuths that are like obsessed with geo tracking people, you know, where they see like a blade of grass. That's West Kentucky green grass. That's only in the hills of fucking
West Kentucky.
whatever. Yeah. Like, okay. Hey, man, how about you get a fucking hobby that's not weird, you know? Or join the FBI. What the fuck are you doing? Use those powers for good, goddammit. Okay, what else do I got? Oh, yeah. This is a good one. This is an interesting one. There was a deadly dinner in Australia that left only one survivor. They
Jesus.
had it was a beef Wellington lunch, and apparently there was some toxic mushrooms used, and it was actually like on purpose. Like this lady was trying to kill people. Miss Patterson is all that's said in the thing, is on trial for murder of 3 people and attempted murder of another, and has pleaded not guilty. And her defense team that she panicked after unintentionally serving poison to family members she loved.
How do you accidentally? I mean, I guess you could claim incompetence, maybe. I didn't realize they were poison mushrooms. I thought they were just regular portobellos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Her plate was an orangish tan plate, and everybody else had gray plates.
I mean, she just has a favorite plate.
No.
You don't have a favorite plate?
I did, and I don't have it anymore. Thanks for bringing it up. It was one of those promotional plates for Hercules, and it was the shit. Yeah. Yeah. So only one survivor said that this is, he recognized this, that they had different color plates, and then also noted how very thick that their meals were compared to hers. So
that's such an odd thing to
interesting.
notice.
Well, I mean, if you end up fucking in a hospital, you're immediately probably going to be like, you know what, that shit was a little thick now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, but how
It's
often while you're eating a dinner do you like look over at what somebody else is eating and go, thickness is they got a little bit, it's a little thinner over there.
I think the contrast of everything,
Yeah.
gray plates and the orange plate, the thinner versus the thicker servings. I don't know. Yeah. And as an older guy, I mean, those fucking old people like to pay attention to random shit, you know. Pennsylvania woman arrested after a road rage incident, which ended in her shitting on her opposer's car. She said, "I wanted to punch her in the face, but I pooped on her car instead and went home." And that is taking the high road. So I think let her go, man. She you know, she turned the other cheek.
Yeah, she did. Do you think that it is? There has to be laws somewhere, right? About shitting on vehicles.
Well, I mean, she did get arrested.
Well, yeah, but for what? You know what I mean? Like, because pooping on someone's vehicle doesn't damage it necessarily. You know what I mean? Like, people get bird shit on their car all the time. Now, obviously, you can't arrest birds, but I don't think that you can. Like, what are you charging
harassment.
her with? Huh?
Yeah, harassment.
Oh, that's
Disorderly
weak.
conduct, indecent exposure, criminal mischief. Those are just some of the things.
Indecent exposure. Who saw it? If no one saw it, who'd you indecently expose yourself to?
Well, people saw it. Obviously, she got in trouble.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. I think Sharon is shitting on your car.
A bystander recorded the incident and posted the video to Instagram. Yeah. So, you know, hey, so you got to do what you got to do.
I love it.
All right. So I had this story pulled up last time, but I found a better article that the headline is worded better because the way it was phrased the last time made it sound like this guy was doing what he was doing, but with humans, and I'll explain that.
Okay.
A funeral director is in trouble because he defrauded hundreds of people, hundreds and thousands of pet owners by just throwing the remains away and giving them random ashes instead of actually putting the bodies through a crematorium, right?
Yeah.
So he just trashed 6,500 bodies of pets and then gave the people fake ashes, and he collected over $650,000 in the process.
Jesus.
So
That's like that guy probably about a decade ago now in Georgia. There was another. He did the same thing. He was burying the bodies all over the property instead of actually like cremating them.
yeah, which feels like I don't get it. Why would you not? Is it? I guess it's probably expensive to run the fucking incinerator, right? But that is why they're paying you. Yeah. So pretty crazy. Got a couple awesome tourist stories back to back. I'm excited about this one. All right. So this is really good. This is a great one. An American tourist in Italy decided to go visit the Coliseum. And, you know, the last time we visited the Coliseum, those people had like carved their initials or some shit into it.
Yeah.
This guy went a different route. He was like, you know what? I'm going to fucking get in there. I'm getting in the Coliseum. So he climbed a fence and then fell and then was impaled by said fence. And just screamed and dangled. Yeah. pretty kick-ass. I think that's awesome. Because that's what you get for being a fucking idiot, dude. Like, there's nothing better than fucking tourists getting, like, ran over by bison or breaking their leg while falling off of a fucking statue or some shit. Like, these are things that put joy into my heart. Because, you know, I had brain damage. But he survived, unfortunately. He got 80 stitches. And it doesn't say where he got hit, though. Oh. It was in his lower back. Oh, man, you know that hurt.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, that's crazy. So, we were talking about it. And, the fucking, in the article, it talks about the people carving their initials into it. So, man, it's like Yahoo News listens to our show or something. All right. In the same vein, tourist getting attacked by things. Lastly, it was the fence around the Coliseum. This time in the Philippines, in a zoo in the Philippines. A 29-year-old man climbed into an enclosure, and what, you want to guess what animal he got attacked by?
A gorilla.
Nope.
A flamingo.
No, that'd be hilarious, though.
Yeah, I have no clue.
A fucking crocodile.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, he thought that it was fake, so he went to investigate. And, you know, if you've ever been to one of these wildlife preserves or a zoo that happens to have alligators or crocodiles, or if you've seen one in real life, more often than not, they don't fucking move. They kind of just sit there unless they're fucking hunting, really. But, like, they just kind of float. And, yeah, if you're an idiot, a kind of person that would climb into an enclosure at a zoo, yeah, it's gonna seem pretty fake to you. And then you fucking hit the crocodile over the head with concrete to open its mouth to pry his hand out is what had to happen. So that's pretty funny.
Jesus.
Yeah. I like that it was the zookeeper that had to use concrete to open. I like that they're like, I'm sure there's training, but there's concrete here. Yeah. It also reminds me of, have you ever watched the Reno 911 Miami movie? Where they get called about a alligator in a pool. And that fucking guy, that fat guy in the Speedo, he's like, oh, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Like, got that crazy Cajun accent. They're like, sir, please. Oh, that gator fine. I'll show you. You gotta come at it like a predator. Come at it like a predator, gator respect you. Come at it like prey, gator don't respect you. And so he like slaps it on the head. Boom, see that? See that? He respect me. And then he does it again. He's like, oh, this gator dead.
This gator dead.
And then another one pulls him under. Yeah, I quote that way too much. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Did you know that the White House has fired the Librarian of Congress?
What you do? Or they do?
She, Carla Hayden is her name, was apparently doing some concerning things. The, what's her name? Carolyn Levitt, the press secretary, says, quote, "We felt that she did not fit the needs of the American people. There were quite concerning things she had done at the Library of Congress in pursuit of DEI and putting inappropriate books in the library for children." First of all, that's not the kind of library that this is. So that's fucking dumb. Second of all, I'm getting real tired of this fucking DEI being the buzzword that we use to fucking go after anybody we don't like.
Yeah.
You know, for a group of people who have for the last 4 years, and then like there's a 4-year break, and then 4 years before that, we're talking at fucking great lengths about 1984, the book, not the year, and how they're fucking taking away all their stuff, and you can't say the mean words. That's fucking whatever. Like, I don't think they read that book because, like, this is the kind of shit that like, you are firing people for nonsense at this point. You're getting rid of people. You're getting rid of things so people don't have to know about it. You're trying to, you know, dismantle the education system and privatize it so that only, you know, rich people can afford good education. And then ultimately you're making a very, very dumb working class at the end of it, right? And somehow the people who are like, oh, fucking 1984, they won't let us say the N-word, so now it's 1984. Those people are silent because they're too dumb to have actually read the book and don't know what it actually means when they say shit like that. So, good job. We're doing great. Stock market's doing great. Gas prices obviously have went down by $6-7 a gallon since he took office, and you know, we're just winning. We're winning so much.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah. We're also going to put tariffs on foreign-made movies because that's where we're at. And here's the fucking thing is other countries producing movies in Hollywood, that's a national security risk, obviously.
Well, yeah. I mean, Hollywood's a hop, skip, and a jump from top secret stuff.
Yeah. Everybody knows that every movie that's ever made is A, all real, B, tons of secrets in there, so everybody's gonna know about all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it ironically, Donald Trump said on Truth Social that you know, it's a national security threat by other nations, and in addition to everything else, messaging and propaganda. Yeah. Question: why do you want movies made only in America then? Do you want maybe certain messages to be the ones that you promote? Maybe propagandic ones? I don't know. Yeah. There was something else that... Oh, yeah. In addition to that, we are reopening Alcatraz for some fucking reason.
I saw that.
This was so fucking stupid. Like, you can tell that he has no connection with reality because, like, okay, Alcatraz, great. Sounds cool. Really kind of dumb in practice. Like, not even really a super big prison.
Yeah.
It's not like the only reason it was hard to escape is because it's across the fucking San Francisco Bay.
Yeah.
And people did fucking escape from it. Well, nobody ever found him, but you know what that means.
I mean, I spend hours a day on Alcatraz, so yeah.
Just on it.
Yeah.
Like reading about what are you doing?
No. I drop in.
Oh, fucking yeah. Okay, in the goddamn gulag, dude.
Speaking
I
of
want to know how
Hollywood,
many people were in there. Go ahead.
Remember a couple months back now, probably about a year now, Alec Baldwin was going through that court case where someone got shot on the set filming his movie, Rust?
Yeah.
That's a solid movie.
Is it?
It's actually,
I seen it had like a 4-star rating on one of the things that one of the things, but
yeah, if you enjoy westerns, which I do.
Yeah.
It is way better than Kevin Costner's Horizon fucking part 1 fucking movie.
Yeah. Well, that's embarrassing because that movie was supposed to be like, I put all my own money into this because
He did.
It's a
Kevin
passion
Costner spent
project.
$38 million on the making of that first movie. I think that might have been the total for both because they already filmed part 2. But because Horizon did so bad, I think it's Universal. Universal has already dropped part 2. Like, it's not even in their release calendar.
Wow. Yeah. Well, it says it's got a 54 on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, that's crazy. The Horizon, sorry, not Rust. Yeah. Oh, so I found it. Alcatraz housed an average of 260 prisoners the entire time it was running. It highest it ever had was 302. So pretty cool. It's fucking dumb. I don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we gonna use it for? What?
The worst of the worst. Obviously.
Well, what's gonna happen is we're gonna fucking. He said, rebuild and open Alcatraz. When we were a more serious nation in times past, we did not hesitate to lock up the most dangerous criminals and keep them far away from anyone they could harm. We already have prisons for that. The fucking, what's the one in Supermax in Colorado?
And
where fucking El
famous one in
Chapo is?
California too, like San Quentin, right?
San Quentin, yeah. Like, people are scared of these prisons to this day still. Like, Alcatraz it's dog shit. It's just because it's on an island. And this is like one of those ideas where, well, let's just rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Like, this is one of those types of ideas that like people are like, yeah, even though it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
all right,
we're having fun.
If you made it this far, stop what you're doing. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave us comments. We'll read most of them. If you want to hear your name at the beginning of the episode, like you just heard, go to linktree/walkpod. That's WOKPOD. Go to our Patreon and become a subscriber. If you don't want to give us money, which is fine, share us with a friend.
Yeah. Or share your friend with us.
There you go. Share your friend with us. All right. Am I the asshole for making my sister's gender reveal cake gray because she wouldn't tell me the gender?
Okay. Yeah, get into it.
I, 22 male, bake as a hobby, and I'm actually pretty good at it. Like, I get paid under the table for weddings, and baby showers kind of good.
Okay. Goddamn.
My sister
IRS, get him.
What?
IRS, get him.
My sister is pregnant and wanted me to make the cake for her gender reveal. Cool, no problem. I asked her to send me the info so I could prep the inside. Classic pink or blue filling. She says, oh no, I want to be surprised too. Just make it neutral for the reveal and we'll all find out together. I was like, huh? So you want a gender reveal cake with no gender revealed? She says she'll have someone email the info to me later. That someone never did.
Oh no.
I love this. Deadline comes and I still have no gender, so I make the cake. It's gray inside, gray outside, just full on concrete vibes.
It is your birthday.
I even added little fondant clouds for effect. It still tasted great, but visually grim as hell.
It's a fucking brutalist cake.
The reveal day comes, they cut into it, and my sister looks pissed. Her husband is confused. People start murmuring. Then she pulls me aside and she was like, why would you make it gray? That's so passive aggressive. Calmly, I reminded her that no one told me the gender. I literally had no data to work with. I told her I wasn't about to guess and go full improv on somebody's baby cake. Bro. Now my mom says I embarrassed her in front of the family and that I should have tried harder. Tried harder to do what? Summon the gender through vibes? So, am I the asshole for making the most neutral reveal cake in history?
No, but here's the thing. You probably should have, I don't know, talked to your sister more and been like, yo, is this person gonna fucking send me the deets or what? That's hilarious though. And, you know, fuck this lady, dude. You still found out the gender, like, at the party, right? Like, she still would have that information by then. So, that's her fault. I don't know. I feel like if you were serious about this, you probably would have taken precautions to make sure it was going to get done right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. What are the comments saying?
So it was voted asshole overall, but the top
That's fair.
comment I feel like shouldn't be the top comment. I'm confused. Did you take the opportunity to message as the date was coming closer to tell the sister, hey, I haven't gotten the email for the gender? Like, that's the top comment,
Yeah.
which
Which
upsetting.
is a valid question. I mean, everybody wants to know, because otherwise I feel like not enough info maybe, because as it sits, no. But if you didn't try to reach out, didn't try to get more information, I don't think it's strictly on him though. I think it's a little bit of both, you know?
Yeah.
Like, she should have made sure that that person was definitely going to send the information or whatever, however it was going to get done. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand what the, like, appeal of gender reveal parties are.
It's
like,
just an excuse to have a look at me party, I think. I don't know. I say this as obviously just a dude, but it feels very like, hey, we need another excuse for you to potentially bring us gifts for the baby that we don't want to spend money on. Like, I don't care. I miss the old days when nobody knew. And then it's just like, well, we just got to play the zone, buy some neutral colors, because maybe it's one thing, maybe it's not. Like, they thought I was going to be a girl. And look at me.
Look at you.
Only on the inside. What's up?
I love it.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It feels weird. And this is probably, well, you have a kid though, so you got a little bit of a, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We didn't do a gender reveal. I wanted to know. I didn't want to be surprised. We have the technology. Just tell me what I'm gonna have.
Yeah. Yeah. You get one of those fucking Gattaca babies.
I do think he was an asshole, but I also think his sister was an asshole. I think everyone's I think everyone sucks.
Yeah,
here.
Everyone sucks here. I can appreciate that. Yeah, given the information, you're kind of bullshit heads. Instead of making it gray, you should have made it like purple or something. Like, you know, blend them together. Like, be smart. Use your brain.
Yeah.
So dumb. Or like blue on the outside, pink on the inside. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Women of the comment section, please give us your opinions, because you know, we're literally just guys, okay? So
Just two dumb men.
just two dumb fucking dudes, man. Just two dumb dudes fucking. Wait, what?
All right. We'd like to thank our friends, the Macabre Emporium, the Real Creature Feature, the Society of Cryptid Hunters, the Dark Windows podcast, and of course, the Remedial Scholar.
I love that it's a struggle for you, and it's the same every week. That's it. I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.